25 years ago, gamers were graced with a football game unlike anything ever seen before with John Madden football. Now we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Madden NFL 25. Ben, 25 years in the making, that's a long time.
This is the best of Madden.
Well, I think that the fact that this is coming on the verge of another system's launch, so there's still Madden 25 coming out for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. We took a look at it on the Xbox 360. Maybe they're going to have a little bit more oomph in store for when those games launch. Not sure. Not saying that they will for sure, but...
Well, they are. They're going to actually be on a new engine. The Ignite engine is what they're using for their next-gen sports games. Now, this is on the Infinity Engine Part 2, and that's, I think, the first thing we want to talk about. Last year, obviously, they brought the Infinity Engine to bear, which is all procedural animation. You see a lot of weird animation. Some of it's really cool. It's all handled just sort of as the guys are running around. They kind of bang into each other, and it just figures it out from there. They've tightened that up a little bit this year. It looked a little bit better. We saw it in NCAA football, and I think this version is like that game, better than what we saw last year with Madden 13.
Definitely. I mean, there's a vast improvement, especially in the run game. Last year, you'd run into the back of your player, fall down. There's a lot less of that. Your player's more aware when he's running. He'll bounce off the guy and sort of move to the side a little bit. The running game is a lot tighter. You know, you got your cut moves that we saw in NCAA.
I think actually the running game is almost overpowered here, because not only have they increased sort of how good the blockers are and opening up these big holes, but you also have these new precision moves, which are only in Madden. These weren't in NCAA.
Double jukes, man.
Tackles made.
It's definitely more fun offensively, but I found it to be even more frustrating defensively, because stopping the run, if you don't call the right play here, you can really just take huge losses, more so than last year's game.
Brings it in for the score.
On the other hand, I did not fall in love with the Infinity Engine 2. I still think there's some problems with this. As much as for every time something cool happens and something looks right, something still looks wrong. I still found some really creepy blown out knees and elbows going the wrong way.
That always makes for more exciting football, and we're going to see how it plays out.
Ultimate Madden, I got to talk for a minute about
Madden
this.
Ultimate Team?
MUTs? Every year, they keep pushing this stupid card game at us, and they push it harder and harder, and I don't know anybody who enjoys playing it. It's kind of a mix of fantasy football, and I don't even want to say Magic the Gathering, because you don't do anything with these cards. In older Madden games, you could just move the rosters around and create teams and trade people however you wanted. Now they're sort of trying to monetize that. What I wanted to see in here, instead of all that crap, was Madden Football, the original one for the Apple II. Why isn't that on the disc?
You see screenshots of old Madden?
Yeah, look, the screenshots.
That's kind of cool, though. I do like a little bit, like in the load screens, they'll give a little bit of history, like, oh, in 2007, we introduced this mode, in 2010.
Yeah, but why not throw some of those games on the disc?
Saving it for next gen.
In the promised land. Touchdown.
FYI, those loading screens take up a lot of your time staring at this Madden. This is not a very smooth game. I think all this extra material and all this extra stuff has just crunched everything down to a crawl. Did you find that?
I have to say, sometimes in the middle of a game, in the middle of a play, the game would start chugging, and I was like, wait a minute.
I think last year's Madden, to a degree with the Infinity Engine, felt like a new direction for this series.
Yeah.
And then this year, it just feels like one of those, why couldn't this have been a $20 download? Why did this actually have to cost $60? What's in here that's worth $60?
Touchdown, and they cut into that lead.
Ben, what are you going to give Madden NFL 25?
Well, it's Madden. It's still lots of fun, but I don't think they did enough this year. 6.5 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.